if you go to a public meeting as a politician, there'll people be standing up and saying, yeah, what are you going to do about the media? And my standard reply to that is, a politician complaining about the media is like a farmer complaining about the weather. Well, you might be right, but it's irrelevant. You've got to deal with what you've got and survive in the context and background that you're dealing with. And look, I think overall we're well served by media across the board in New Zealand. But that's not, that's a judgment that everybody will have a different view on. All I'm saying is, as a minister responsible, I want to be clear that the institutions that I'm accountable for ultimately have a clear plan and a goal to improve their levels of trust. And
this is all kind of talky. It's like, to me, and I know this probably doesn't go hand in hand, but I don't care about trust. I care about truth and accuracy. Because the reason that someone doesn't trust, for example, an RNZ is either because they're untrustworthy or because they've been led to believe they're untrustworthy. Now, I believe it's much more likely the latter, the second one, led to believe, than the former. And that's what we see with Trump, and that's what we're seeing flow through with people like Peters and Seymour. So how do we get more trust in society? I don't care about that question. How do we make sure we're more accurate and truthful? How do we make sure that the foundation of what we broadcast RNZ begins at accurate? They should start with fact and truth and accuracy. And if people still then don't trust it, I would get to that point that they've been led or convinced that they're not trustworthy rather than being not trustworthy. So I don't think you need to worry about the trust that your audience has. If you're being accurate and they still don't trust it, then that probably says more about them. And in this day and age, you can take the horse to water. We've done this. We can push the face into the water to try and make it drink. And if it still chooses not to drink, then that's on the horse. That's not on the person taking them to water, Chewie.